been working on my Danica Sailboat over the fall when the weather's been not so good. So the boat had this heavy-duty plastic plexiglass cabin door that slides in and out. It's quite thick and heavy. It's half-inch thick plexiglass. So the problem I have with this is, you know, what do you do with the thing after you take it out? It's a big clunky heavy thing. So what I've done now is to replace that, I've made two sliding mahogany pieces that slide in place. One of them's got a vent, and then of course the hatch closes down on top of that and locks. So those are easier to deal with and stow away. Once I've taken these out, then I'm left with the problem of what do I do with these so they're not flopping around in the boat while I'm sailing. That was a big problem with the plexiglass piece because I was always worried it was going to bang the fiberglass and take a big chunk out of it. So what I've done here is I've made this little cabinet between the V-berths at the aft bulkhead, and where I got my thumb. This piece with the vent just clips in there. There it is there. It just sits in nice. And this piece flips around and becomes the step on top of this cabinet. And it's got room for 2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 smaller plates, cups, cutlery. So it's a good place to store things, and it's a good place to step in the boat. So you're not stepping down from the bridge deck down to the cockpit floor, which is, you know, it's a bit of a step. Another thing I did was I made these shelves here that tuck under the cockpit coamings. And they go back quite far, so there's a lot of storage in there. There's the one on the port side. Something else that I've done is I've made this little mahogany table that flips up and is hinged to the mast support. And I've also made a couple little shelves of some scrap wood that I have left over that will hold, you know, salt and pepper and you know, some vegetable oil, coffee whitener, all kinds of stuff you can put in there. And then I'll show you how the table flips up. This is the table flipped up securely, and there is room for my little 1-burner butane stove. It just wedges in there snugly. And, you know, make my tea, fry up some dinner, or cook something in my one pot that I'm going to have on board. And there's sitting room underneath the table, and, you know, 2 people could sit here and you know, have a meal on their laps or have a meal out on the cockpit. Should be very comfortable. I don't imagine that there are too many 14.5-foot sailboats out there that you could go cruising in, but I'm certainly going to give it a shot in this one. Should be fun. All the creature comforts one could imagine in a vessel of this size.